Good morning. It is Let It Go and Let It Grow for Tuesday, April the 21st, 2026. The Let It Go card today is the Queen of Swords. Swords is truth, intellect, communication, and boundaries. It is an air sign, so you're Aquarius, a Libra, and Gemini, and this would be in the state of Libra today, Queen of Swords. So we are releasing over detachment or emotional distance. So this is asking us to realize areas in our life where we have distanced ourselves or attached ourselves from possibly our lives, our emotion, and what we actually want to do, and really take stock of that. And you can see here, there is a bowl or cup. Cup is about emotion. It's about feelings, and that is blocked off. So this is asking us to take that out of that window, use that sword, cut that out, and really see where we can plug back into our emotions and where we have detached from. A lot of times when things happen to us, we do detach, we step out, we back off from our own lives and give ourselves space, and that is in form of protection. And this is saying you don't have to do that anymore. Let go of cutting words and over sharp communication. So sometimes when we have that thought of, and then you bark something out of your mouth, and you don't necessarily mean it, this is asking us to stop and take stock of our thoughts for a moment. So we don't end up hurting somebody or making them upset. Once again, that comes back to emotion and dropping the rigid boundaries that block our connections. So this is all about self-preservation and putting up those boundaries and realizing when they no longer need to be there. She's, sitting there really looking out, but her sword is still there at the ready, meaning if something happens in a split second, she can take that sword out of that sheath and cut. So she is at the ready, but it is telling us today that you can relax a bit and, let that guard down. Get back in touch with your emotions, who you are, and what you want to do, that you don't have to separate yourself out. Stop leading with logic and ignoring your emotions. Once again, it's calling out to that cup there that's locked away, that emotional state. This will be the person that would come off being stoic, that you're thinking they're void of emotion, they can't feel. And sometimes we get into that place where we feel we can't feel, and it's in our best interests to block and knock that off just to preserve ourselves. But what it's telling us today is that we are in a state where we don't have to do that anymore. We can let that go and tap back into those emotions and feelings. It is safe to feel and allow the truth to soften with compassion. So the swords is all about that mental state, being in your head. Swords in these cards are represented by the crows, and there's one circling ahead. So this is asking us to really come out of our head and stop overthinking things, stop ruminating, stop really churning with this, and just allow the true knowledge, what we know in and around us, to soften and to lead ourselves today with that heart of compassion and not being scared and locking ourselves down from our emotions anymore. So that is the message of the Queen of Swords. What are we letting grow today? And that is the beautiful star. It is hope, healing, renewal, spiritual guidance, and this is in the house of Aquarius. So we are growing, hope, healing, and renewing ourselves. So as we let these boundaries go and we realize we've come into a state of healing and our mental house becomes in order, and we can back that nervous system off to a degree and give ourselves some breathing room, that allows us to grow hope and heal grief and trauma in many, many layers, so that we can feel that sense of renewal and that sense of going forward. Trust the bigger picture and the divine timing of things. I always see, personally, I was a Wonder Woman fan as a kid, so I see this as the lasso of truth, and you're really pulling on that star. So that wish upon a star kind of magic, bringing that magic back to you and letting this energy flow through you, reconnecting with your inner light, that inner spirit, that inner hope, and that inner healing now that you have done a lot of this work. Allow emotional and spiritual healing. So now that we can let down the boundaries and look at our emotional distance, we can plug into that and allow that emotional healing to come in behind that. Instead of hiding emotions, we can walk into them today and believe in possibilities. Again, once again, that wish upon a star. What do you want? You have the ability to harness the universe, and the information that you want is at your fingertips at all times. So how do you want this to play out for you? What do you hope for? What do you wish for? And what do you want to bring into your life at this moment? I forgot to read I did this yesterday. So for the Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius today, clarity is a gift, but when it becomes too sharp, it can isolate and bounce it can isolate you. So balance the truth with your heart. And then the star today is saying it is soul level healing. The star reminds you that even after difficulties, the light will always return. Once again, I often equate that to storms. As storms blow through, especially like a big thunderstorm, you can see it coming in. It gets darker and darker and darker. The storm happens, and then it shifts itself through, and the light will return on the other side of that. So release sharp edges today. Grow the light. Truth guided by hope becomes healing. Where has truth become too sharp for you? And where is healing ready to soften you for today? And today I am using the Healing Spirits cards. And today's card is this lovely one, which is your soul will find those you are meant to experience life with. So there's a saying, season, reason, lifetime. Some people enter your life for a season. Some enter it for a reason. Some are there for a lifetime. So the season people show up for a message with you. It might be a teacher. It might be somebody who helps you and guides you on your way for a while. Some people enter your life for a reason, and that's to help you grow. They might have information for you. It might be a friendship that peters out over time, or a relationship that peters out over time. They were there for a reason, and it's up to you to do the work to see what the reason was and grow from that. And then there are people that enter your life for a lifetime, and those are your soul tribe. These are the people that are there for you for thick and thin. They could be planted there as family members, as siblings, as partners, as friendships from childhood. These could be the people, they always have your back. So to me, it's also bringing in that 3 of Cup energy, knowing who your vibe tribe is, knowing the ones who are going to be there with you. You have common interests, common goals, common threads. And you can see there, it all goes to that one divine being, and all of those beings have that light coming from their crown chakra that go into it. So this I also see as universal source light, the one, the all, that we all come off of, but then we spread out in sort of like a cosmic web and find that group of people that resonate with us and that are there with us at all times. And they might be, other people, the people who are your soul tribe might actually also fluctuate in and out of your life as well. Come and go. They have to get on with their own life and do their own things for a while, and then they circle back and are with you again. I find that with certain, your passions as well, you might think, oh, well, I'm not interested in that right now, but it's something that's distracted you. But what you are truly meant to do will circle back to you as part of your soul calling as well. So that is the reading today, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.